Remember a few months ago we talked about a launcher called Minimalist phone. It's a super bare bones version of a desktop UI that really helps you cut down your screen time. As someone who has been using minimal phone launchers for the past 1 year or so, I can tell that it definitely helps you kind of optimize the way you use your phone. For example, I spend way less time now on random social media apps just scrolling through the timeline for no reason. In the first video I made, I told you that this phone launcher is great, but the free version doesn't offer a lot of flexibility and you have to buy the full version. Well, they actually reached out and offered 5 free licenses for you. So watch this video carefully because there will be 5 redeem codes embedded somewhere. You can use it to claim a full version. You'll essentially be getting this launcher for free with all of its features, so yeah, it's worth considering. If you're wondering what this launcher offers, let's take a look. It has a pretty minimal black and white interface, so it kind of helps you reduce that saturated colors you see all day long. And once you grant it usage permission, it can also monitor how much time you spend on other apps. So once you're done setting up, it gives you the option to purchase a license. The most popular one I think is the one-time purchase, because you don't have to have any recurring payment. You just pay it once and use it for a long time. But as I said, if you manage to catch one of those codes, you probably don't have to buy anything. So that's the home screen, pretty much a blank screen with one shortcut. If you swipe from right to left, you'll see the app drawer. Instead of using icons, they have just listed the apps with text. That is actually really effective. Like, you're less likely to click on an unnecessary icon because it's not colorful anymore. You're just going to search for what you want and only use that. You can add some apps to the home screen as your favorites. I mean, with the free version you can only add 2, but with the paid one you can add more. You can press and hold and hide an app if you don't want to see it in the list. You can see the hidden apps under settings, home screen and hidden apps. You can unhide them from there. But my favorite feature has to be the blocking one. Like, you can block a certain app for some amount of time, maximum up to 7 days. That's part of why this launcher requires usage access, so that it can really access how many apps you're using and it can allow you to block apps. It even shows you how much time you have spent in the past week using those apps. I mean, just look at that. I genuinely had no idea I was spending that much time with those, old school games. I like downloading some older games and playing them once in a while, but I had no idea I had clocked in 13 hours. Bruh. Oh man. I surely have to cut back on that. So thanks Minimalist phone, I really had no idea. So you can set from 4 hours all the way till 7 days, and once you have blocked it, if you try to open the app, you get this message that remember you have blocked this app. And there is no shortcut mechanism to kind of unblock it immediately, so you can just close it and come back later. So if you struggle with self-control with your phone, then this is a really good feature. I still have the same comments as before to the developers, like the left gesture is not used. If you swipe from left to right, nothing happens. Also, the sensitivity of this swipe down gesture can be improved. Like, you really have to swipe down to bring the notification. It's not that sensitive. And you'll see this persistent notification called in-app time reminder. So if you click on it, you'll see all of the games are by default enabled, so it'll automatically track the time you have spent on these apps and tell you what's up. So in a way, it helps you to be a little more accountable for what you're doing, and that's good. I know there are other launchers that have the same feature, like they show you how much time you've spent on an app, but this makes it really easy to block it and gives a very minimal interface for that. One more thing is these icons on the bottom for the phone on the left and camera on the right, they cannot be customized, which I guess is a point of being a minimal phone. But I wish, maybe not everyone uses a camera on the right side, so I guess there should have been an option to change it to something else. And I feel that icons are a little tiny. I mean, the bottom left and bottom right corners are probably not easy to reach for everyone. So maybe make those icons a little bit bigger. But other than that, yeah, it's a solid launcher. And thankfully now you have a chance to get the pro version for free if you manage to catch one of those, redeem codes. I think you know how to claim, right? Once you buy the pro version, you can just redeem it using that code. So you should get the full version unlocked. So thanks again to Minimal Phone for providing 5 licenses to some of you so that you can get it for free. And the rest of you can still download the free version and then upgrade if you want from the link in the description.